After 10 years of time-hopping, kilt-wearing, heart-wrenching chaos, it's finally time to say goodbye. Outlander, the show that gave us romance, war, magic, and more steamy scenes than a peak HBO lineup, is officially coming to an end. Season 8 is the final chapter, and it's shaping up to be a gut punch in tartan. Sam Heughan, yes, the Highlander heartthrob himself, just wrapped filming, and from the farewell video he posted, the man looks like he's survived an emotional battlefield. And no, I'm not talking about Culloden, I'm talking about Universal Studios. He said it's going to be quite an emotional one, as if we haven't already been emotionally wrecked since Season 3. But if you thought Season 7 left you crying into your whiskey, buckle up. Season 8 isn't just a goodbye, it's a reckoning. And the heartbreak starts early. Jenny Murray is gone. Not just Jamie's sister, but the razor-sharp matriarch of Lallybroch, the woman who could silence a room with one look and humble Claire with a single sentence. They recast her in Season 7 with Kristen Atherton stepping into the role, and for a moment, we dared to hope. Maybe she'd move to Fraser's Ridge, maybe we'd get the family reunion we deserved, filled with side-eyes and guilt-laced advice. But no, the writers made a tough decision to cut her arc for time and focus. This season is all about Jamie and Claire, and while that makes sense, it still feels like someone swapped your finest scotch for lukewarm tea. Even so, Jenny didn't go out quietly. That moment at her daughter Isabel's grave, that was her real goodbye. It wasn't just a farewell to Isabel or even Ian, it was the show, in its own quiet way, telling us Jenny's story had ended, but her presence lingers, especially through Ian. Season 8 continues to shape him into a warrior, a father, and a man carved from Jenny's fierce love. Her legacy runs through everything he does, his choices, his risks, his tenderness. And if he gets to reunite with his son Swiftest of Lizards, yes, that's his name, and start a family with Rachel, then Jenny's story completes itself even without her on screen. And just when you think you've absorbed enough emotional shock, Faith Fraser. Alive? Possibly. At the end of Season 7, a mysterious orphan named Fanny gives Claire a locket engraved with the name Faith and hums a lullaby Claire once sang to her baby who supposedly died in France. Suddenly, everything changes. The books never hinted at this. This isn't just a twist. It's a canon-breaking, timeline-shattering moment. If Faith really survived, it rewrites Jamie and Claire's entire journey, their grief, their guilt, the choices they made in her memory. Now, they'll chase this mystery wherever it leads. It could heal them or break them. Either way, it's going to change everything. And then there's Jamie. He dies. Well, almost. He's shot at King's Mountain, and for a terrifying moment, it looks like he's gone. The Highlander, down for good. And just when you think Claire's about to unleash a scream that'll burn the battlefield down, she brings him back. Literally. Somehow, Claire taps into a strange new power, something that pulls Jamie back from the edge of death. Resurrection. It's wild even for Outlander. Jamie survives, but he's weakened. Physically, emotionally. And now, Claire carries the weight. She becomes his protector, his healer, his anchor. Their bond has never been stronger. Meanwhile, William's life is spiraling into full-blown soap opera territory. He starts off the season trying to figure out if he and John Cinnamon, his childhood friend, both share Lord John Grey as a father. At this point, it wouldn't be shocking if half the cast turned out to be secret Frasers. But that's not all. William falls for Amaranthus Grey, the widow of his cousin Ben. It's romantic, it's messy, and it quickly gets complicated when Amaranthus vanishes to search for Ben, who, surprise, is actually alive and fighting for the American side. Williams know. Just when you think that's as dark as it gets, Amy Higgins is mauled by a bear. It's sudden, it's violent, and it happens right in front of Bree and her children. One of those brutal reminders that the 18th century wasn't just romantic landscapes and heartfelt letters. It was a death trap. The Ridge goes into panic, the men hunt the bear, the women mourn, and the show punches us all in the gut with zero warning. Now, Bree's facing her own emotional crossroads. She gives birth to a baby boy named Davy, and the joy is instantly undercut by one major complication. Davy can't time travel. In this family, that's a serious issue. Bree and Roger have to decide. Do they raise him in the past and risk his safety, or drag him into the future and hope he never questions why his family keeps vanishing into thin air? It's not just about powers. It's about legacy, identity, and where a child truly belongs. And guess who's still making waves? Benjamin, William's cousin. He's not only alive, he's fighting for the other side. While searching for him, William gets captured, narrowly escapes, and then finds out Benjamin's not only breathing, but deep in American rebellion. Now William's stuck. Does he protect Benjamin, turn him in? Can he even trust him? The war doesn't care about personal drama, but Outlander thrives on it. This choice could unravel everything Lord John built for him. And through all this, young Ian is still on a journey of his own. He's been kidnapped, heartbroken, tattooed, transformed. Now he's a husband, a soon-to-be father, and on a mission to find Emily and the son he barely knows. The path is dangerous, emotional, and exactly what Outlander does best: intimate, painful, and rooted in family. If Ian brings his family together, he walks away from this saga whole, and somewhere, maybe unseen, Jenny Murray smiles. So here we are. Season 8. The end of a decade-long ride through time, war, and love. It's messy, it's bold, it's Outlander, and we're not ready to let go. Got theories, heartbreaks, unhinged predictions? Drop them in the comments. No shame, we're all in this together. And if you're as deep in this chaos as we are, hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss a second when the final chapter drops. Because trust me, this story isn't done with us yet.